She did own up to performing these acts on Max.
Max, a family dog listed as a victim on a police report in Taylor. We'll tell you the disturbing accusations against his owner up next.
After the primary, it looks like there's going to be a new mayor in the city of Warren. But the current mayor is praying he'll be on the ballot. An update coming up.
Tense moments brewing right outside Fox 2 News in Southfield, and it was all caught on video. We'll show you what happened. The story next.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 5 starts now.
The local man charged with the death and disposal of his 17-year-old cousin will face trial.
A year and a half after her disappearance, Zion Foster's body has never been found, and played in court today was the moment Jalen Brazier confessed to authorities. Now, in January of 2022, Brazier told detectives he panicked after his cousin died, which he says happened after smoking marijuana at his house in Detroit. Brazier claims he stuffed her body in the trunk and drove her to Highland Park, where he put the body in a dumpster. The judge weighing in on the case late this afternoon.
I'm not even sure why this thing took so long, because a lot of it is undeniable. You guys agree on much of it, even though the defendant is a liar. How can you have the audacity to do that to somebody who is related to you, somebody that you're supposed to love, somebody that's supposed to be a cousin to you?
Brazier has already served time behind bars for lying to police. He was paroled in January. We'll have a complete recap of today's proceedings coming up on Fox 2 News at 6. We'll take you out to Taylor tonight. Just a disturbing and shocking story coming from there. A woman has been charged after allegedly having sex with her dog.
And she was turned in by her ex-boyfriend, who made the discovery himself. We want to warn you, the story is obviously disturbing. Fox 2's Jessica Dupac joins us live with more on this story. Jessica.
Taryn Roop, when I got the tip this afternoon about these accusations, I really thought that I had heard it all. I didn't believe it till I was in court watching and listening to the accusations leveled against this Taylor woman. You guys said it. She's accused of having sexual relations with the family dog named Max. It's apparently all on camera. Now she's charged with sodomy and animal abuse. Ever seen anything like this?
I have not.
You probably have not either. It all started like this.
A gentleman comes in the front desk like they do all day, every day.
Like the beginning of a bad joke that turned terrible.
She did own up to performing these acts on Max.
The Taylor man says this week he caught his ex-girlfriend Brittany McClure on home surveillance cameras at their Taylor home they still share.
In that video, it shows defendant Brittany McClure lying on the living room floor on what appears to be a mattress covered with a blanket. She then removes the blanket and calls the dog over to her.
That's Taylor PD's detective Philip Collop, who had to analyze the 6-minute video.
She is heard saying, "Good boy."
He secured charges against McClure for sodomy and animal abuse. Max is even named as the victim in his report.
Plain as day, it's his ex-girlfriend performing fellatio on the dog named Max, and her attempts to get Max to reciprocate.
Lieutenant Frank Canning, at this job 24 years, he's dumbfounded. Says McClure confessed and even told investigators why.
Kind of a interest in a fetish, stuff that was seen on the internet.
Good news, Max was not hurt.
Yes, Max is fine. He is in the custody of his dad, Brittany's ex-boyfriend.
No contact with any animals.
The judge setting a $100,000 personal bond. McClure apparently says this is the first time she's ever done this.
I would like to think that Max is going to be in good hands, and there's no threat of this happening again.
We realize that is a lot to digest there. Now, McClure has no criminal record whatsoever. That's part of the reason the judge issued that personal bond, which means she will be out of custody. And now, side note on those cameras, they were installed not because there was any kind of suspicion that something was going on. They were kind of everyday home surveillance cameras. Reporting live, Jessica Dupac, Fox 2 News.
I was just going to ask that, Jessica. I mean, you have to wonder what made the ex-boyfriend actually go look at this video. What did he suspect, and what did he know at that point? Because, like you said, this is all very disturbing.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if that will maybe come up in her defense. Did he have a right to have those security cameras there? They do share the home together, but they are going through a breakup, so possible defense there.
Very interesting. All right, well, I guess we'll see how this one turns out. Jessica, thanks for that.
Well, a happy ending to a story we were following earlier today in Inkster. A little boy has been reunited with his mother. Police telling us someone discovered the child this morning over in their yard over on Hickory Street. The toddler had no clothes on and he was playing with toys. His mother was later located. Now, police tell us mom was sick and the boy snuck out the back door of their home and simply wandered away.
This year's primary election is in the books, and you can see all the results right now on fox2detroit.com.
Let's break down some of this for you. Michigan's third largest city, Warren, is replacing its mayor after a long legal battle, sending 2 candidates to November's general election. Here's Fox News' Charlie Langton with more.
Knocked on doors every day after work and on Saturday and Sunday.
And maybe that's why George Demas got the most votes in the primary for mayor of Warren. He'll face State Representative Lori Stone in November.
I was the deputy mayor for Mark Steenberg when he was mayor, and I work currently for James Fouts.
I would consider it a victory.
Wait a minute. Warren Mayor Jim Fouts was not even on the primary ballot, but he endorsed George Demas.
I think that's a reflection of the fact that the voters do like this administration, and I kind of think they approve of the way my job has been done.
Fouts has filed a federal lawsuit arguing that he should be a candidate for mayor. Do you think there's merit in Jim Fouts' lawsuit to have a new election?
You know, I'm not an authority on the court system and filing, lawsuits, so I think that that's something that I'll leave to the courts to decide.
Fox 2 did reach out to Lori Stone, but she was not available. There's a hearing next week in Fouts' lawsuit to put his name on the ballot, but Fouts is asking the judge to order a new election. Now, if he wins that lawsuit, he'll run against you. What are you going to do?
Well, we'll have to cross that bridge, Charlie.
Can you beat him? Can you beat him?
Well, that would be up to the people.
Interesting. If Stone wins in Warren and Westland Representative Kevin Coleman wins the mayor's race in Westland, the state house will be short 2 Democrats, making the balance of power even. The governor, not too worried about it.
I don't think it'll hamper it. This legislature has gotten more done in the first 6 months of this year than any legislature in the last 2 decades.
The general election, November 7th. In Warren, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.
It was a hot one out there today.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel the temperatures went out this week on a Wednesday. Right there.
We're not going to complain about this because I know come January we're going to be craving these hot weather days. But hey, we got some stray showers coming your way. But I guess the bottom line is don't let them ruin your evening plans. Let's get right to Weather Authority Derek Capra. Hey, Derek.
Very small, guys. These showers are looking like they're just impacting a few spots. I'll show you in a second. Let's talk temperatures first. Numbers that are in the 80s. Port Huron at 82. Detroit at around 80 degrees today. We're going to talk high temperatures coming up a little later. Let's talk a little bit of this rain chance. And Sky Tracker's showing just a couple of little sprinkles out there. You see that one moving over Lake St. Clair. They fizzle fairly quick, but they do pop up fairly quick as well. I see that little one that might track into some spots a little bit later as well, and maybe into Livingston County in the next 20 minutes. But if they do happen, I'm calling them a passing rain drop. That's about it out there for this evening. Sun and clouds, temperatures in the low 80s, taking us through the evening hours there. Pattern staying the same. Multiple chances for rain. Forecasting this, it's a bit of a pain. And we're going to talk about the next couple of days here because there is an opportunity for us to see a raindrop as we move into Thursday, Friday. We'll talk more about that. I do think there's some windows where the rain will get heavier. We'll discuss that in about 15 minutes. Rupert Taryn, back to you.
Derek, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Also tonight, a crime scene near the front door of our Fox 2 studios right here where a police chase came to a chaotic end.
The suspects believed to have been involved in a shooting in Southfield earlier today. Fox 2's Ingrid Kelly has that story.
Tense moments right outside the station grounds of Fox 2 News in Southfield, where typically news crews leave the station to cover news assignments. But on Wednesday, it was a different story.
When you go back to what started all this, what I've learned is that there was some type of argument over rent.
An argument that, according to the first 911 call, started a few miles away from Fox 2 and the 15,000 block of Fairfax, where neighbors heard the commotion.
I heard a couple couple shots, but I wasn't going out there because bullets don't have no name.
A second call came in that it was shots fired.
Police quickly responding to the 911 calls, and moments later, police cars with sirens and lights pull this car over right in front of the Fox 2 News station.
There were 3 males, 1 female inside that vehicle, and we did recover a handgun as well.
But police say it's too early in the investigation to know if the shots fired were from the gun located inside the Charger.
The other side to this is possibly the Fairfax location may have been involved as well as far as shooting as well.
So police continue to question the driver and passengers inside this car.
We do have everyone detained as we try to conduct our investigation both here on this scene and also the second scene of Fairfax to determine exactly what happened, who had weapons, and who fired these weapons.
Investigators say one person inside the vehicle is no stranger to law enforcement.
I do know there's one person that does have a probation, currently on probation.
Police say whenever there is an issue or an argument, do not use a gun as a resolution. Instead, call 911.
Arguments, fighting, and ultimately weapons is a bad mixture for this type of situation.
They need to learn to put the guns down. And everybody needs to just learn to get along with each other. And know that having guns and shooting at someone is not the answer to everything.
In Southfield, Ingrid Kelly, Fox 2 News.